Hey everybody, hope you're all doing okay during these coronavirus crazy times. I know lately there is just so much confusion on what's going to happen, with these coming days forward, especially with, oil crashing down to the lowest level that it's ever been recorded in history, and so many other things that are happening right now. It's just, the world is an absolutely crazy place. But luckily for us, we're going to jump into a topic that a lot of new wholesalers and a lot of you guys starting out are having trouble, which is getting in contact with some of these distressed home sellers. Now, before we jump in, of course, if you're watching this on Instagram, shoot me a like, as well as if you're watching this on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the little bell notification icon. That way you can be notified when I drop golden videos like this. I try to give you guys as much value as possible in every single video, and some of you have even closed some deals using some of the information that I've given you, even some contracts. So if you're looking for some contracts, they're down below in the description as well. So let's jump right in. Assuming that you're just going out and looking for a property, driving for dollars per se, and you guys are looking for the seller's information, who owns the property, how to get in contact with them, is basically what we're going to talk about in this video. A lot of you have trouble with that. I know something that I struggled with a little bit when I first started, which was trying to find the seller's information and also how to get their phone numbers, mailing addresses, and stuff like that. And it's pretty simple. You're going to use some tools. I'm going to show you how to use a county GIS website. It's going to be the one for Charlotte Mecklenburg County, which is here in Charlotte, North Carolina, as well as I'm going to show you how to set up your skip tracing template and fill in all the information that you need in order to go ahead and find your seller. Now, this will work in probably all 50 states. I can't give a detailed video on every single state's, or I should say every single county's GIS platform on how they work. Probably every single county in the nation uses a different service from another. Some use the same, some don't. I mean, even here in North Carolina, the 3 major counties that I work in, they all have a completely different GIS website and how everything works. Some suck, some work better than others. It's just kind of a hit or miss. So let's go ahead and jump right in, and let's assume right now that you went driving for dollars and you found a property that you like, but you do not know anything about the property except for the address of the property. So let's go ahead and jump in the computer real quick. All right, so we are now gonna look for your county's GIS website. I'm gonna use a tool that I've been using for a long time called netronline.com. And when I used to do land surveying or drafting for land surveying, I used to use this tool in order to find the GIS website of certain counties that I was, drawing up land surveys. So the tool is called netronline.com. It's spelled netronline.com. And it basically will give you all of the GIS systems in the entire United States, all 50 states, I think even including Puerto Rico. Not sure on that one though. So we're going to come in here, we're going to press Public Records Online. I'm wrong, no Puerto Rico, but it does have Hawaii and Alaska. I'm going to select the state that I'm working with, which I'm working in North Carolina, and the county that I'm currently looking for an address in, which in this case, I'll choose Mecklenburg County. That's the county where Charlotte is. Here I got a couple different choices, including tax collector, assessors, and register of deeds. But we are looking right here at the GIS system. We're going to go ahead and click on Go to Data Online. And you're going to begin your search right here. You're going to come up here to the top. You're going to go ahead and type in your address of the property you're looking for. I already have a property selected, so we're gonna go ahead and just exit out of this stuff. And here it is. Typed in the address, and this is the property. Now, we're using this property as an example. I'm not gonna show you how to skip trace an LLC just because it's a little bit more complicated. You're gonna have to go to the Secretary of State's website, pull the information on the LLC in order to get the owner's information. But we're going to assume here that the owner's name is John Smith. So you have all of the information that you have, available to you right now, which is the property address and the mailing address. And what you're going to need to do, if you're sending mail, obviously you got everything that you need. But if you are going to skip trace, now you're gonna have to use this information to find the owner's phone number. So I have a skip tracing template right here. I already filled it out. This skip tracing template, I'll show you guys where to get it in a minute, but you're basically gonna fill it out as such. You're gonna put the owner's first name, you're gonna put the owner's last name, not the fast name. You're gonna put the property address, the property city, the property state, and the property zip code. Then you're gonna put the mailing address, the mailing city, the mailing state, and the mailing zip code. You can see that it's all filled out already. I have the property address and the mailing address of the owner. Now, what you're gonna go ahead and do with this information is you're gonna use a skip tracing service, which almost every single skip tracing service in the country that I've probably ever used uses the exact same layout all the time, never ever changes. So a skip tracing service that I use is actually called realskip.com. They have been some of the most reliable skip tracing services that I've used, and I've never had a problem finding phone numbers using their service. I've even bought some of their list. They're really cool people. They're actually teaming up with me to offer you guys 10 cents off any skip tracing service except for I think the single skip, for you guys only. So that promo code is also in the description, which is simple, Dan.Buys.Houses. So we're gonna go ahead and download this skip trace template, which I'm using Google Sheets in case you guys are wondering, and it's free for everybody. And I'm gonna go to the desktop. I'm gonna save this as test skip number 1 so I can find it because I got a lot of junk on my desktop. And that's my virus protector popping up, so don't even worry about it. We're gonna go over here to realskiptrace.com. And since we only have one phone number, I'm gonna do a single skip trace. And basically the template that I am using is on their website. You can come down here, it's highlighted, use skip trace template. You're gonna click on it and it'll bring you back to a blank skip trace template. You can either download it or open it up in Google Sheets if you have Google Sheets, which if you have a Chrome browser, you shouldn't have an issue with that. But we're gonna come over here and we're gonna go to Browse, and I'm going to choose a local file, and I'm gonna go to my desktop and I'm gonna look for the one that I'm looking for, which is test skip trace number 1. We're gonna upload it and go ahead and add it. And since we only have one phone number to skip trace, we're just only gonna select one. Now, if you had a few phone numbers, like let's say you had, I think their lowest package, the standard skip trace is like 30 cents. You have to have a minimum of 50 people to skip trace. Now, they don't charge per hit, they charge per file lookup, because obviously, you know, they're gonna take the time to try to find the phone numbers of these people. That way you can, you know, give them a call. They have like an, I think 75 to 90% hit rate. So we're gonna go ahead and, you know, add this to cart. Really simple. We're gonna go view cart. They will you do have to sign up for an account. The account is free. Just go to checkout and enter in your billing information. I'm not gonna do that here because I don't need to skip trace that property. But it's really that simple. Once you have it skip trace, usually they'll come, you know, send you something back within about 12 hours, and you can go ahead and give those people a call. They usually supply about 5 phone numbers per person if they have 5 phone numbers. That will also include any relatives, children, cousins, sisters, brothers, mothers, grandma, grandpa, anybody that is in close proximity of the actual owner. And they have had I've had the best success rate. That's really where your money is gonna go into, is skip tracing. Because if you use cheap skip tracing, you're really gonna waste your time, because you're gonna have bad phone numbers, you're not gonna contact anybody, and you're just gonna be sitting there saying, this doesn't work, I don't know how these guys are really making money. So it's that simple. You just gotta go ahead and get the information from the GIS website, send it to the skip tracers, they'll come back with phone numbers, and you'll be able to contact all of these distressed homes that you've been writing down, driving around for, or just literally, I don't know which way you're picking up these properties, but you'll have the ability to be able to contact these people now, which is golden. I went through a lot of skip tracing websites. When I was first starting out, I thought, I need to spend as little bit as money as possible. But the reality is you actually got to spend really good money on skip tracing, because I remember one time I got 1,000 people skip traced for $110, and it was the absolute worst time cold calling, because I would probably reach one person every 1,000 phone numbers, because all the phone numbers were bad. I would get either disconnected phone numbers that didn't exist anymore, or rang to fax lines to businesses. Basically, I contacted everybody except the actual owner of the property. So spend the 30 cents. If you spend, let's just say you are only doing 100 at a time, which is what I did when I was first starting out. 100 people at a time at 20 cents is $20. So think about it, $20 to possibly make $5,000 to $30,000, even more depending on where you're at. That is absolutely worth your money. Now, are you gonna get a deal out of those first 100 people you call? Maybe, maybe not. Usually my going rate is I get one deal every 200 to 300 people I contact. Again, it really all depends on your marketing, what you're using, who you're targeting. I blanket entire neighborhoods instead of per house, and also I develop my own lists. So my experience might not be the same as yours, but I'm pretty sure that you will get in contact with people, and that is the most important part. Get on the phone, get talking with people. People are not as scary as you think they are, and it's not so scary being on the phone once you get on the phone. But if you're sitting on the sidelines right now and you're contemplating whether you should start cold calling, I'll tell you right now, it is the best thing that you should do right now. Especially a lot of you are at home, you're out of work, you're unable to go back to work. Some of you might have even permanently lost your job because of the company that you work for might have gone under. So this is the perfect opportunity for you, especially when there isn't anything else that you can do, to try and develop your cold calling skills, especially right now when people are at home. So you're more likely to reach people, especially right now. So keep pushing hard, everybody. These simple steps will really bring you great value, and I hope it helped you out a lot, especially if you're stuck right now and you don't know how to move forward. I've actually gotten a lot of messages lately about this, and I wanted to drop this video in order to give you guys a real insight on how to find some of these people and contact them. So if you're watching this on Instagram, go ahead and shoot me a like, as well as if you're watching this on YouTube, like, subscribe, and hit the little bell notification icon. That way you can be notified from the next time that I drop another video. I want to bring you guys as much value as possible, and also bring you closer to getting some deals, getting them on the contract, talking to people. Talking to people is going to be the number one thing that's going to help excel you, or help you push forward into getting into real estate, getting into wholesaling. It is a great tool. I mean, even right now, I still call all the time, almost every single day. If I don't call, I send text messages, ringless voicemails, voice broadcasts, everything that has to do with the phone. It's my main marketing source. I don't do anything else. I don't do band designs. I don't do Facebook ads. Everybody has their own niche. I like the telephone. So hope you all are safe, and hope you guys are all well physically and mentally, and I'll catch you guys later.